Hi there, I'm Eve from Mystic Rainbow Tarot, and this is going to be a reading on BTS, which has been requested. And thinking back, the last time I did a reading on this group was in August 2019, so it would be nice to see what they're all up to. And thank you for joining me today, and I hope you are all well and having a good day. And please remember to share, like and subscribe and comment if you wish to. And thank you for supporting this channel, and I appreciate you all. So let's dive into the reading now and see what's going on with these guys. So BTS, what's going on with BTS? How are they? What are they up to? How are they feeling these days? BTS. So there's 7 in this group. It's quite a large group of lads together. So how do they get on together? They've been going quite a few years now, BTS, so that's a good sign in itself. So BTS. Tell us about BTS. How are they? BTS. BTS. What's going on with BTS? So I'm just going to put cards down for you to see. Hope you can see them. Right, I'll just put the pack down while I try to push these on a bit more. So hopefully you can see those. So let's see what we have first, and we have the Judgement card there, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. So I'll just hold these up where hopefully you can see them. So this relates to karmic balance. As the saying goes, you reap what you sow. So this is about a feeling of responsibility that these 7 lads in BTS feel they have towards their fans. Yeah, so to them their fans come first, and also everything they do in the public eye they do to please their fans, so that's really good. Also with their upbringing and the way they are trained with Big Hit, I feel they honour and appreciate where they are today, and with all this stardom and fame, you know, they do acknowledge how far they have come from when they started, from when they were unknown, and also all those that have come before them, all those big stars, you know, they really respect them. So this is also about a period of self-reflection, and I see BTS as a group have been evaluating their past experiences type of thing, and have learnt from them. And I think as a group they find comfort in sharing their experiences, personal or professional, with other entertainers, and kind of you know, as a group they help each other, and this is like a sense of healing within the group environment. So what I mean is, if someone's upset, someone else gives them comfort because they're in a better frame of mind, and this support just goes on all the time, which is really great. They're self-sufficient with that. because I sense they are very close, almost like family and more like brothers. And when they share any problems with each other, I feel they are sensitive to that, and like I say, supportive to each other, and that gives them a feeling of freedom from their troubles. I mean, that's good in itself. So yeah. And this Nine of Pentacles here, it relates to they have almost achieved everything they first set out to do, everything they sort of planned all those years ago, and they can and you know, they can afford to do all the things they love doing. Also, they never thought they would be this famous. I think they are still amazed and sort of blown away by their success. They never dreamed they would travel the world and stay in fancy hotels and dine at expensive restaurants and gain so many fans and be one of the biggest K-pop bands, you know. So sometimes I think they still have to pinch themselves to see if it's all real. So the next card we have is the King of Wands. So hopefully you can see that card. So this is about the energy of the group as a whole. I feel there has been a lot of determination and motivation and vision on their part towards working together and composing new songs and putting all their effort into that. So hopefully their fans are going to hear these new songs soon. So I feel this has been a new challenge for them, but it's been exciting for them because it's given them sort of a natural adrenaline rush with having to put up with isolation and everything, and they have been enjoying doing everything with their new songs, and I see they have been very hands-on with everything, more than usual. I also feel that they have a lot of visions for the future, and they discuss all these ideas, and I see RM putting all these ideas forward to the management and always standing up for the lads and putting a good word in for them. And he makes a stand. He he's pushing for what they want. I feel like he's the leader, and he's a very fair, good leader, if you know what I mean. So next card, let's hold this next card up for you to see. And this next card is the Angel de la Nuit, which means the angel of the night, and here she is on this card. And the message with this card is their inner night is soon coming to an end, and what this means is they feel like they've been in kind of darkness for a while, and this is because of the isolation they've been in. They haven't been able to do all the things they wanted for their fans and that they'd originally planned. It's been put off, and they felt like they wanted to do more things for their fans but couldn't. And the things that they do want to do, it feels like it's never going to happen, more like a dream. But it's just because of isolation, and a lot of people have felt like that, I feel. But I see in the future them putting this dream into action that they've got, and I feel like their vision for their fans is some sort of open air concert, and it would be great. It'd be like Glastonbury, which would be literally open fields, that type of thing, and the fans raving it up and enjoying themselves. So it all depends whether their management would ever let them do anything like that, but that would be great. I could see the fans having a fun time there. Anyway, in the future their luck is going to change, and obviously all this isolation is going to go away, and this is the message with this card. Once all the restrictions are lifted and we get back to normal again, you know, they're going to be able to put their plans into practice. And although it's not right now, it's all in the future, there's nothing to be afraid of, the message of this card is, because I think everybody's been afraid of what's coming in the future, including BTS, because everything's unsure. Nobody knows for sure what's going to happen. And we've all got to support each other and stay strong. And this is what BTS are doing with each other, and trying to be supportive to their fans as well. So they are making plans behind the scenes, though, although people can't see them. And this card is all about them having luck on their side, and they just need to keep on believing in themselves as they have been, and everything will be fine. So basically keeping the faith, because I do see good things for them in the future, and they will be back touring again, but not until this is all over and the restrictions are lifted, you know. And I'm talking about the coronavirus epidemic. So, you know, and that's the thing they've been a bit down about, because they can't tour and get that experience with their fans, that close contact with them. So next we have the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. There's that card and that card, so I'll try and hold these for you to see. So this is about, it is imperative that the success of the group as a whole comes first, because they are on this journey together, and they are a success because of being and working together. They weren't successful on their own to start with, sort of alone. Then they got together, so they feel they will always put their band's interests first and solo things second, you know, while they're under their contracts anyway. And I see that carrying on the contracts to about 2016, so they've got a good time left. I do feel they have a restless energy, though. I'll just put those down, you know, in the band. But they're still really ambitious, and so they've got plenty of ideas about what they still want to do. And I see them embarking on new projects. These guys have got a lot of energy, so I think they're busy putting things together behind the scenes for their fans, maybe footage for them to see, or something like that. These guys love surprising their fans, and I think they fire each other up and motivate one another, and that's how they keep themselves going. So with you know, with these two cards, they are actively getting on with projects. I do see that, and tasks with great energy and at a fast pace. And with this Three of Pentacles, they are planning to do more collabs in the future, and I see them enjoying this type of thing with other artists, you know, and they like to combine and share their individual talents to make something different and entertaining and more interesting for their fans. You know, not that they're not interesting, they really are, but they like to keep it fresh, and you know, they don't just want to do the same thing all the time. So they like to shake it up a little bit, so the fans are like, wow, I wasn't expecting that, and all that sort of thing. And BTS have a lot of respect for other fellow artists, and I feel they also have a lot of respect for each other, and they get along better than some previous bands that have gone by with that many people in. And I think this is why they've lasted so long. But don't get me wrong, they do have some ups and downs. They're only human, and they work long and hard hours, and they get very tired, but they have this knack of sorting things out at the end of the day if there's any problems or stress, and it boils down to this respect they have for each other. So they do work well together. So let's see what we have next in the reading. So next we have the Ace of Cups and the High Priestess. I think my cards are moving all over the place. So there's that one and then that one. So try and hold these up for you. And this relates to the group as a whole have been drawing on their intuition and gut instincts to start a new venture. Because earlier in the year, when we all had the lockdown, I feel they felt unmotivated because their tour dates were cancelled. And so they were unable to go forward with their plans. But I see for 2021 their faith coming back and the lads following their hearts and intuitions and making new plans to tour and pick up where they left off. And this will boost their enthusiasm and help them get the ball rolling. And I see their tour being a success, I really do. But although they may make the arrangements in 2021, they may not be allowed to tour. Well, they'll have to wait until all the restrictions are lifted, and nobody's sure when that will be. So no one can give any dates on that because it's all dependent on the government restrictions. It could be 2021 or it could be 2022, but I think they're hoping it's going to be 2021. So I hope so for them as well. But we'll have to see what the government says. Let's see what we have next. So next we have the Hierophant and the Emperor. So try and hold these up where you can see it. So this relates to the conforming to rules and restrictions of the K-pop industry. So they have been restless, but these cards mean they must conform to the current organisation and culture they are part of, and all the rules and boundaries. They have to fit in, and they need to accept that their superiors are right. Whether they really are or not is another question, but they are bound by contracts and the system. So they just have to obey anyway. So the energy I'm getting is there's certainly some things and restrictions and rules they don't agree with, but they have to bow down to them, and they know that they have to know their place. Because the K-pop industry is very strict. So if they had their way, they could change things, but they can't. But right. So next we have the Three of Cups. So I really like this card. This is the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. It always makes me laugh. So with this card, I do feel that the group are working behind the scenes on their music, and they work well together and have a lot of fun in their own way. Even if people might think it's a bit of a mad fun to them, it's their way of enjoying it, you know, crazy fun, and that's good fun, I think. So and they work well together, and that's the main thing. So they do enjoy this time together so much that sometimes they don't notice the long hours they have to put in and the demanding schedules. So this is a very creative card, and I see they have been working and practicing on new dance routines. So the fans are going to be excited about seeing them. So I don't know where to put this card. Just put it there. Let's see what we have next. Next we have the Nine of Cups. And we have the Six of Wands. So and this is about they feel a lot of pride because of their achievements. So these two cards bring good news for the future, and it's about the completion of their planned projects and this will happen the way they want it to go, type of thing. And I see them carrying on with their success. And with this Six of Wands here in the reading, they are already very happy with the amount of success they have, and they're happy with everything they've achieved so far, and love all the public acknowledgement of their efforts so far. So I feel like they are so proud of all the awards they have received and encouragement from fans and peers, that it boosts their confidence to do more, and that's what pushes them on. I also see this especially with Sugar, who I feel used to be very shy when they started out, and as time has gone by, he's become a lot more confident and come out of himself. I see him having great talent as a songwriter, and you know, I think he'd be silly not to pursue that himself in the future, because I do see these guys you know, starting up their own business in the future, because they are not boys anymore. They're now young men, and some of them may well look into starting up their own clothing lines and things like that as a sideline, or certainly be planning it for when contracts are up. I feel J-Hope would be interested in this sort of thing. I see some of them being offered modelling work, especially V, and with Jungkook, he's very multi-talented like J-Hope, but I think Jungkook may have got himself a kind of badass image, but that's only because of the press and their exaggerated stories about him that aren't even true. But I think it's rebounded on them and made Jungkook even more popular. So he's a very popular band member now thanks to them. So I'd imagine he's quite pleased. I know he's been upset in the past. He's quite emotional about the things they've said about him that aren't true. But if he looks at the whole picture, they've actually helped him become popular. And with Jimin, I feel he's such a good dancer. I can see him teaching others dancing in the future and spotting new talent. Also RM, I think he leads and motivates the band well. I can see him becoming a manager or a producer in the future when the contracts are up. And the other band member, Jin, I feel he's got the potential to run his own business too, but I see you know, he would definitely be a success at that. But for the moment, they are bound by their contracts until 2026. So they will have plenty of time to decide which direction they want to go in once their contracts are up. So we'll have to wait and see what path they decide to take. Meanwhile, in the next couple of years, they will be working on their solos, and I do feel BTS, you know, these 7 young lads are exceptionally talented, and that is the reason for their huge success, which I see carrying on. I think they just work harder and harder at their stage performances and on their songs and everything they do. And they've been doing some good solo efforts, and I see their songs becoming even more soulful and healing in the future. Anyway, that's the end of the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.